knowing who to surround yourself like with, like who you associate with. Like my mom says, everybody ain't your friend, and you can't like trust everybody like that. So learn like if the people you're around don't have goals like or dreams or aspirations, then you need to like kick them to the curb, because you don't want just to be the only one who's like have dreams and aspirations, and your group is just living just to live. They don't got no plans for their life. So just surrounding yourself with the right crew and stuff like that.
I wish someone would have told me that. Well, they did tell us in high school, do your work and go to class. But they didn't tell us that if you are a very good player on a football team, that things are going to come your way and it's going to distract you. I was never told that. Me and my friends, we were never told that. The guys I hung with in high school, we all were top dogs. I don't like to do the bragging thing, but I can just say it now. We're older, and we were top dogs in high school at the time as far as football is concerned. And nobody told us that you go out here and score these touchdowns, or you go out here and make all these tackles. You're gonna be on the news. People are gonna be looking for you. People are gonna be calling you. Girls are gonna be calling you. People are gonna come up to you and give you money. All kind of. They didn't tell us about any of that. That just happened like as it went on. I can remember in high school. After a game, a guy came up to me and was like, I bet $500 on you. He go 100. And I'm looking at him like, you put 500 on me? Like, what if we would have lost that, then what? But nobody prepared us for that part. And then when we get to college, it's kind of like we knew about it, but it kind of got even worse. And I just wasn't ready for that part. I was trying to just live in the moments, but I wasn't ready for that part.
The story is so much bigger than what it looks like right now. And no, she's not trying to get emotional. But it would be, the story is so much bigger than what you see right now. And so although you feel small and you feel like, man, everybody else is out here winning and everybody else is getting what they want or who they want or whatever the case may be, never think that just because you're not experiencing what others are, going through or having, work out for them, never think that that means it'll never happen for you. There is a reason behind everything that we experience. I don't care how cliche that has become to people. There really is a reason behind everything we experience. And if I could look little Christina in the eye, I would just tell her, like, listen, it doesn't feel good right now. And you might have a few more years or more than a few more years of things like being uncomfortable and you feeling frustrated and you wanting to cry and you asking questions as why me and why isn't it working out for me like it is for everyone else. And I thought I would be here and I thought I would be doing this. You may feel those, but every time you have those thoughts, remind yourself, I will never be defeated. Remind yourself that in this, there's something on the other side that's bigger than what I'm going through and greater than what I feel right now. So if I was younger and I could have had that mindset, I'm sure I would have been further along in life where I am right now. But like I said, everything happens for a reason. But it is my hope and prayer that it can help someone else right now.
In my 20s, I would have liked to know that you cannot live your life trying to please people because they'll never be satisfied. And you'll end up making your life miserable and you'll be full of anxiety, constantly looking for an audience to approve you or validate who you are. In my 30s, I would say that God truly is your only source. Promotion comes from God, as it says in the scripture, and the salary that you make, that came from God. Like everything comes from God. And the more you put focus on that relationship with Him, all the other relationships fall into place.
There were some things I had to unlearn just because of though I stand on the shoulders of my parents and my ancestors, some of those things I had to unlearn because that's not my experience. And so I wish I would have unlearned some of the things that they were taught because that was their experience and it was good for what they needed it to be during their time, but it just didn't fit for what I needed it to be for my time and my generation. So I think that part, if I would have known to unlearn what to unlearn, and that was it's like you're learning new things, but you never unlearn the things that you don't need. So I think that would have been a thing for me.
Just piggybacking off what we just talked about, I wish someone had told me that early in the game, that not to, look, don't worry about people, don't worry about what people think about you. Live your life and be happy, and you'll be okay. Even if I could tell the little Avis, don't worry about your hearing impairment. Don't worry about not fitting in to somebody else's mold. You be the leader of yourself and just follow God, and God will provide the blueprint for your life. I just wished that was something I could have learned early in the game. But it's okay. I turned out okay, I think.
I can't say I think my greatest regret was that I didn't handle my financial matters as well as I could have. If I had understood how financial investments compound over the years and how little it takes if you actually maintain even a small investment from your younger years, from your 30s up till you retire, that the amount of money that you have is such a great amount that, the 401ks normally wouldn't reach it. And had I realized that, I think I would have done a lot more to accumulate. I think the finances cause us to make other decisions that may not be the best one for us. So I think that's one of the things. You have to be prepared, because for sure, you're praying that you live long, and if you live right, you should live long. But you will probably come to a place where, because of age, you won't be able to function as well, and there needs to be the resources to take care of yourself without weighing down, your children and your friends.